Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, I just want to say thank you, God, for another day and another opportunity. Now, as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm going to be showing y'all how to create the first ever two-way diamond big build. Now, with this build, we're going to be able to get all of the elite big man contact dunks. We're able to make this build anywhere from 6'10 all the way up to 7'3. And with this build, I'm telling y'all, gonna be the best exact Wilt Chamberlain build that we're gonna see all year. Now, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but not least, don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button. Now, I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and commented down TG for thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from watching today. And I most definitely got y'all with a response. Now, let's go ahead and get into the making of this build. I'm going to put it under the center position, but I'm more than sure we're going to be able to create this build out of the power forward as well. Now, when it comes down to the physicals and the body settings, I'm going to go with the height of 7'2". Then when it comes down to the weight, 227 is going to be perfect. And then for the wingspan, I'm going to go with 8 feet exactly. Now, the body shape, if you want to take up the most space, I would go with built, but you could even go with defined. Now, either of these is going to be perfectly okay, but from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the actual attributes. So just a quick reminder that I want to shoot at y'all. With this build, if you follow exactly how I'm bringing it to you today, we'll be able to get the potential of a 100 plus standing dunk, block, as well as interior defense. So when it comes down to the physicals, that's always going to be the first area that I get into. For my speed, I'm going to go ahead and put this to a 62. Now, you can't go with the 63, but today I'm telling y'all, you're going to want to be sure that you follow exactly how I bring this build. Now, for the acceleration, I'm going to go with the 47. If you want to, you can lower the numbers or raise them, but again, this build should all be made on your own preference. Now, when it comes down to my strength, I'm going to go with the 76. With gym rat, this will be an 80. Then when it comes down to my vertical, I'm going to go with the 75. 89 for my stamina, and then when it comes down to the physicals, this is going to be the exact way that you want to set it up. Now, from here, we're going to go ahead and get into the breakdown of the finishing. For my close shot, I'm going to go with an 84. Now, when it comes down to the driving layup, I'm going to put this to a 70. Now, again, with these numbers, you can change them to your own liking. With the driving dunk, I'm going to go with the 74. And then when it comes down to my standing dunk, to be able to get the elite big man contact dunks, go with the 90. And this is going to give us a total of 19 badges. Now, if you want to get one more extra badge, go ahead and raise your post control to a 58. That right there is going to give us 20, and as you can see right here, we actually have a pretty solid lineup that we're able to pick from. Now, a few of the main badges that I'm looking at are going to be Gold Fearless Finisher. We also get Hall of Fame Pro Touch. Now, for Tier 2, I like the fact that we get Silver Back Down Punisher. I did make this build to where we're able to get Bronze Posterizer. Then when it comes down to Tier 3, we're able to get Bully on Bronze, and another badge that I'm looking at is going to be Rise Up on Gold. Now, that's pretty much what we're looking like for the finishing. Now, with the version that I'm bringing y'all today, we're not going to have any shooting put into it. And the reason why I do that is because this build is mainly focused on the playmaking, but we're focusing also on the finishing with the defensive end. Now, for the pass accuracy, this is going to be an essential part of this build. I'm going to go with an 87, and if you do go anything lower than this, the build name changes to a two-way diamond finisher. So now the pass accuracy has to keep at an 87. Ball handle must stay at a 52. Now, we don't have to put anything into the speed with the ball, but I already did show y'all that when it comes down to the actual speed on the defensive end, you're pretty fast moving up and down the floor. Now, for the defensive stats, I'm going to go ahead and start with the interior defense. I'm going to put this all the way up to an 89. Now, if you did want to go with the 90, you can do that, but it's not going to make a difference on the badges. Then when it comes down to my perimeter defense, I'm going to go with the 64. Now, for the steal, we're going to be able to get bronze gloves, so I'm going to go with the 63. Then when it comes down to my block, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 99. Now, that right there means we're going to be able to get Hall of Fame anchor. Now, when it comes down to the defensive rebound, I'm going to go with the 99 here as well. And we're going to be able to get Hall of Fame pogo stick as well as rebound chaser. Now, for the remaining attributes, I'm going to put them into my free throw. That's going to bring us up to a 65. Now, if you do run with teammates that do have on floor general, this is going to be a 69. And then if you buy your own boost, that's going to bring us up to a 73. So essentially, you're going to be a threat inside the rec, especially if you're getting fouled. But overall, we're able to get anywhere from 65 to 70 badges. That's included with badge upgrades. But I like the badge count that we did get. Now, as you can see, when it comes down to the defensive end, we get Challenger, Glove, and then Interceptor on Bronze for Tier 1. For Tier 2, we're also able to get Box Out Beast and Chase Down Artist. And then for Tier 3, like I said, Anchor, Pogo Stick, and Rebound Chaser. Now, when it comes down to the Playmaking, this is another solid area. We get Client Breaker on Bronze. Also Hall of Fame Floor General and Special Delivery. Then for Tier 2, we get Gold Bailout, and then also Break Starter. And then when it comes down to Tier 3, we get Hall of Fame Dimer, Needle Threader, and Post Playmaker. Now with this build, remember, you're able to get shooting. Now if you want to upgrade this area, the max that you can go with is a 78 for the mid-range and the 3-pointer. Now if you get into the 80s, the build name is going to change. From here, let's go ahead and check out what the takeovers are going to be. So as you can see, we get the rim protecting and we also do get the glass cleaning. Now the two takeovers that I would go with are going to be Paint Intimidation as well as See the Future Takeover. Now from here, let's go ahead and check out the build name to make sure that we made it correctly. And I'm telling y'all, we get 3 nice comparisons and one like we wanted, Wilt Chamberlain. And as y'all can see, together we have created the first ever two-way diamond big with elite big man contact dunks, 99 plus standing dunk, block, and interior defense. Now this build definitely reminds me of Wilt Chamberlain, which is why I had to go ahead and put him into the thumbnail. Now I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and let me know in the comments, what do y'all think about this build? And if you enjoyed it, be sure to go ahead and drop a like. Now with your takeovers activated as well as bind boost, you'll easily be able to get that 99 plus standing dunk, our block like I said, as well as the interior defense. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and get into the breakdown of the badges. When it comes down to Tier 1 for the finishing, the first badge that I'm looking at is going to be Gold Fearless Finisher. Now from there, I'm also going to go with Bronze Limitless Takeoff. Another badge that I think is going to be important and definitely is going to be Pro Touch on Hall of Fame. Now from there, I'm also going to go with Bronze Slithery. Now for Tier 2, this really comes down to the way that you want to go about it. So I'm going to go with Bronze Posterizer. Now this is going to be essential to get contact dunks. I'm also going to go with Bronze Back Down Punisher. You can choose how you want to go about this, but I'm going to go with Bronze Bully. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my core badge as Gold Rise Up. Now this is pretty much the setup of the finishing. From here, let's go ahead and check out the playmaking. Now remember, you're also able to create a different version of this build with shooting badges. Today I didn't go after that, but if you want that version, get this video to 50 likes and I most definitely will bring that to y'all. Now for Tier 1, I'm going to go with Bronze Client Breaker. Also going to go with Hall of Fame Floor General. Now another badge that I like out of Tier 1 is going to be Special Delivery on Bronze. Now for Tier 2, this comes down to how you want to go about it. I'm going to go with Gold Bailout and then also Hall of Fame Break Starter. Now you need to go ahead and put this as your core badge, but again, as long as you follow the setup of how I'm bringing it to y'all, you should definitely be able to do so. Now when it comes down to the defensive end, this is going to be one of the stronger areas of this build. So for Tier 1, I'm going to go with Bronze Challenger, Glove, as well as Interceptor. Now for Tier 2, I'm going to go ahead and put on Hall of Fame Box Out Beast and then Chase Down Artist, and that opens up Tier 3. Now depending on the way that you want to go about this Tier 3, really comes down to your own playstyle. So the way that I went about it was going to go with Hall of Fame Anchor and then also Rebound Chaser with my core badge. Now if you want to change anything up of this setup, you definitely can do so. Now for Tier 2, another badge that I'm going to throw on is going to be Gold Post Lockdown. And this is pretty much what we're going to be looking like for the defensive end. Now as you can see with the finishing, we get 20 badges. We didn't put anything into the shooting, but for the playmaking, we get 15. And then for the defensive, we get to wrap it up with a total of 28. Now again, I appreciate everybody who made it this far into the video. Now go ahead and comment down below TG for thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from. And I most definitely got y'all with a response, but again, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. Thank you God for another day and another opportunity. I hope y'all enjoyed today's build. I'm really excited for Season 2 and I hope you are also. Man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, and turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Now, I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button, comment down below TG, and with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.